Today we're going to be talking about the top 5 Corn Snake Morphs to add into Black Diamond as soon as it gets released publicly into the States. What is the Black Diamond Corn Snake? It is a mutation that popped out from a Miami to Miami pairing in France by FNG Reptiles that makes a melanistic, but not all covered in black, corn snake. According to FNG Reptiles, the animals that produced the Black Diamond shared a grandfather. Otherwise, they were normal Miamis. The Black Diamond mutation seems to increase melanin everywhere, but especially in the saddles and towards the sort of anterior portion of the snake. In the first clutch, they did make a hypo Black Diamond, which is sort of a purpley gray brown snake, which is cool. The venter is totally black, which I think is pretty cool. And on the hypo, the venter is white, also cool. The one thing that's interesting and a little confounding is there doesn't appear to be other colors. So it may be an anery type and hypermel, but we're not sure because it's coming from Miami lineage anyway. It'll remain to be seen if we can add color to it. In 2023, they announced the production of a motley Black Diamond, which is this animal here, which is even more consistently black. It sort of washes out the little like white interstitial parts. But neither of these animals or any of the other ones have yet to show color. So the first morph that I would add a Black Diamond into is something with a lot of color. So some examples would be like this lava red vector or super red vector het redcoat, cayenne fires, cherry amels, anything like that, because it's going to be interesting to see if we can make a lot of black on top of a lot of color, like a Dark Knight Mandarin leopard gecko cross. So I'm looking forward to seeing if it's anery plus hypermel makes a Black Diamond, or if we can incorporate color underneath. So I think that would be really cool. Number 2 would be lavender combos of any kind, because lavender is awesome. And this animal is a orchid, so lavender sun-kissed, and he looks terrible in this lighting, but he is sort of peachy and purpley and gray and silver and awesome. But the hope would be lavender plus hypermel would give you the lavender hypermel look you would get in a California king snake. And I think those would be super fun, super popular as a pet and as a breeder goal, because then you could combo it out further with pattern mutations or whatever once you get the color that you really like. Number 3 is obviously Shatter, because Shatter is my favorite combo corn snake. And the question is always with corn snakes, will it shatter? So we could try this caramel shatter, see if we can get the blotches to be darker and bigger and more interesting. Or we try regular shatters, try lava shatters. I think the most exciting thing right now is what Black Diamond's well with. And since we don't know anything except for motley and hypo, everything's on the table. So shatter is a great candidate. I am slightly worried though that the Black Diamond gene, because it has the weird head that cinders have and the eyes, it may actually be allelic with cinder, but we don't know yet. Number 4 would be palmettos, and the only real goal there would be to make all of the speckles, instead of gray and red and black, turn them all black, which would be a cool sort of darker, speckly, Dalmatian-y looking palmetto. Hopefully, the person who does this first will call it the peppercorn, because I feel like it's totally obvious that that's what it should be called. Please call it that. The 5th one, and maybe the most obvious one, would be pied side blood red corn snakes. Because even if you can't keep the color, you can keep the pied side, and you'd be making panda pied corns. It seems super obvious. It'll probably be always really popular, and you could go both directions, like the pewter version or the blood red version. I have a feeling the pewter version will be darker overall, but who knows, right? Who knows? I think either direction's fine, but I think there will be 10, 20 years of people wanting panda pied corn snakes. And even though I don't like them at all, I have a feeling people are going to want big, black, sloppy corn snakes with no scales that look like human genitalia. I just have a feeling that's going to be what people want because people don't have taste. So that's it. The top 5 corn snake morphs to add to Black Diamond. Thanks to all the sponsors and thanks to all the channel members that make this tasteless channel happen. Bye.